All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Everybody say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Log TV, and Choo Choo, and let's get started with today's video. Well, the rush of knives that are coming from designer Tiguass is going to continue in this video. This is a fairly new knife from Kubey, the KU 2102A, 14C, and G10 in black. And this is the Akino, Kubey Akino, designed by Tiguass. Tiguass, however you say it, I'm sorry, I'm trying. So guys, the only place I'm seeing this is Kubey's website, and it is available, it looks like in black, gray, red, and is that black on black? Yeah, so black like this, black stonewash, black, or bead blast, I guess, black with a black blade, red with a black blade, and oh, that's JG10 with this blade. So $52.50. So let's jump right in, and I will leave that link to that down below. And right off the bat, this is kind of different than a lot of the knives I get in here, in that it is a tail lock or a back lock. That's what they're calling this. It has the back spring here for the lock. You can see it actuates when you push to unlock it. You have G10 that is chamfered but flat here. You have silver screws. You have a lanyard hole. There's your cutout for your back lock. You have a clip that is sitting on the scales with flat screws, and it is reversible, and it's part of the back spring assembly, it looks like. You see that screw, and then same right here. But, you know, very cool. Pivot adjusts on both sides. All right. So it has a half stop, excuse me, and then locks into that. You can see it's actuated out, and then it pops in and locks it up on that tail lock. And that's basically how that works. I mean, it's a spring. On one end, it has the button. On the other end, it has the lock. And when you push it down, it goes into a slot in the blade and locks the blade shut. There's your Tiguass logo, and there's your Kubey logo, and a kind of a drop point, kind of a straight back. I call it a drop point. Now, it does have a fuller here, but I would not recommend doing that. I played with it once, and it comes to the half stop and then tries to bounce back. Don't do that. Don't be dumb like me. Just open it with two hands. It does, like I said, have a half stop and a lockback, so that's really interesting. Now, it is a 4-finger knife, very nice overall, but the pocket clip is a pretty major hotspot. It sticks out a lot, and it hits me because of the size. It hits me right in that spot right there, and it just digs in, as you can see. So yeah, I would definitely call that pocket clip a hotspot. Now, part of that is because the knife itself is very thin. You know, and part of it is just the positioning. Now, your results may vary based on your hand size. Nice grind here. It is a flat grind, very, very nicely done. But a short flat grind, but it's still pretty sharp. Let's get our friendly neighborhood cardboard out here, and we will cut with this guy. Very, very nice. As you can see, no problems. Kubey always sends a sharp knife. Again, this one is 14C28. Let's talk about some specs. And then this time I'm going to remember, I realized I have done 2 reviews recently where I've just forgotten to do my comparisons, and I'm going to blame it on coming back from Blade Show and just being out of rhythm. But we're going to do it today. We're definitely going to do comparisons. So for those of you that saw those other 2 videos and went, hey, where's my comparisons? It's just because I forgot. 6.97 inches. The blade length is 3.03 with a 3.94 inch handle. You do have a decent sharpening choil there. I forgot to mention that. Your plunge is clear, so that will work very well. Sandvik 14C28 in a 0.12 inch or 3 millimeter thickness. Let's see. Handle thickness 0.47, which is, like I said, fairly thin. It is ambidextrous, tip up, left and right carry, 3.35 ounces, and it is made in China by Kubey. So let's, again, look at this. Oh, by the way, let's just talk about that price one more time. $52.50. Now, my guess is this is going to be almost the exact size of the Rat 2. Well, if I can, my tray sometimes makes this hard. All right, there we go. Fairly similar, as you can see there. And the Rat 1 is going to be monstrously bigger. So we actually did remember to do our comparisons. Now, what do you guys think of a backlock, lockback, whatever you want to call it, tail lock in this case? What do you guys think of that configuration? Now, it's not super fidgety or really fidgety at all, but it does have a very good feel in the hand. Again, the clip is the exception. It is not just something about the thin knife and the way it hits me. That is definitely. Now, the other thing that's kind of hidden is and again, if you have smaller hands, this won't be a problem, but you got this flat spot right here. Oh, by the way, and your liners are skeletonized, but they do shadow box. So they stick out a little bit. So the other thing that's nipping me is this right here, down here in this part of my hand. That's getting me. So the clip and it's because of that flared out flat spot. Now, if you have smaller hands and you can kind of choke up and get away from that, like I'm kind of choked up a little right now, that's not bad. No jimping up here on the spine. Nice looking fuller, nice looking finish to the blade, except for me cutting and making it nasty. But I mean, it's a cool knife. It's just that clip is not my favorite. I would even take the clip off of it and look for a slip or something for this one. And I do like the overall look of it. I like the feel of it, except for that clip. And again, I've never really noted Kubey's clips as being an issue, but this one definitely is not my favorite. So again, just curious, what do you guys think of the backlock? Is this one that you'd be interested in? I think the good thing about a backlock, in my opinion, is I think you can feel very secure in that grip, because I don't feel like a backlock has a big tendency to fail. I think they're a fairly sure lock unless you start putting a bunch of pressure on the tail lock, which you're really not going to do in any grip that is advisable. I guess if you did some sort of reverse grip, now your thumb's right on it, and yeah, but now you're not putting pressure on the blade. But why would you carry this knife in a reverse grip? But I don't know. People do things, and that's the way it is. But again, very cool knife. Just a couple of little issues there for me on this particular one. $52.50 makes it worth taking a shot at if you're interested, in my opinion. So again, let me know what you think down below. Give me a thumbs up. And guys, that really helps when you do all those things, and when you do all the things like comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel. And if you do it early when you first see the video and you comment and it really helps push it into the algorithm. So I appreciate that. But thank you so much for all your support. Thanks for checking out this knife and for watching the Knives Fast channel.